Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and it helps support the show. What's up, Walkers? 36 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Today we're playing some sweet Jeskai Walkers, Keep Your Distance. That's a Coheed reference for those of you who don't listen to Coheed. Why? Anyway, I figure let's try some Planeswalkers. This is what I have. I made this from relative scratch. Also, I didn't realize that I had access to this sleeve already. I guess I'm stupid. So, 3 Shocks and 3 Chandra's Triumph. These are kind of the cards that we have access to now. Lava Coil is, an option in place of Chandra's Triumph. But, we lost a decent amount of, to the dome value with the leaving of M19. Not having Lightning Strike, while Chandra's Triumph can hit Planeswalkers and it can be 5 damage. The fact that you can't just dome your opponent for a little bit is a little unfortunate, especially considering we do have things like Sarkhan, things like Chandra, that can pressure our opponent's life total. That said, for what they do, which is pressure our opponent's creatures and Planeswalkers, they're fine. They're very on curve value-wise, let's just say. 3 Anticipates. I figure since, this is the best of 1 format, I don't know how much Dovin's Veto would help me a lot. So I was I think I'm just going to try and have, a card draw, and it was between this and Radical Idea. And the reason I like Anticipate a little bit more is because this gets to look further. So you're technically getting fewer cards with Anticipate, but you're getting a better selection from those cards. So that's why I went with Anticipate. The fact that Instant Speed is nice, so you can end of your opponent's turn. If you need to get a Deafening Clarion or something like that, use this. Hopefully you get a Clarion. If you don't, hopefully it's that 4th card down. Yada, yada, yada. 3-drop slot is pretty cranked. We got 4 Narsets. She gets us what we need, and she makes opposing control players weep. For Teferis, this card is Teferi. 2 Saheelis. I want more Saheelis, but I included additional Chandras, the 4-drop Chandra, because I wasn't sure how good Chandra's Triumph would be without an additional Chandra. And we lost access to Domkarn, and Domkarn was kind of a it gave us creatures, but it was also just a nice, consistent value engine, and that's why I felt like I really needed Chandra and Kasmina. So I only have 2 Saheeli. That might be incorrect. We are running 4 total board wipes, so maybe it's still fine, because we're not going to get as much value off of them, but she's still okay. 3 Deafening Clarion and a single Time Wipe are my board wipes of choice. You could theoretically do Planar Cleansing, except Planar Cleansing kills your Planeswalkers. So no. Deafening Clarion, though, is able to deal with a lot of the aggressive threats. However, can't deal with big things, and that's where Time Wipe comes in. We're running a 3-1 split because I figure by the time our opponent gets big creatures, hopefully we can use one of our Planeswalkers to deal with them instead of a board wipe. But I don't know. I've only played one game with this because I've been busy. Shut up. I've college. I've grad school, which is harder than college. Kasmina, Enigmatic Master, 4 mana for a 5 loyalty, blah, blah, blah. Spells your opponents cast that targets a creature or Planeswalker you control costs 2 more to cast. So, although this doesn't give us the same type of card advantage that Domkarn does, and she can't do it as long, her -2 does allow us to have both a creature as well as a bit of that card selection. Not true advantage, but card selection. And just making it so our control opponents, even our aggro opponents, honestly, have to cast more to kill our Planeswalkers so that they can go face with their creatures and they don't have to worry about me accruing a bunch of value, or even making it so it's harder to kill my creatures. If I'm actually somehow beating down with, a bunch of Ugin tokens, it's now going to cost them more to target any individual Ugin token. But for what it's worth, at that point, I probably won. The Chandra Fire Artisan, this is the one I'm the most not sure about, but she's definitely a main consequence of not having the card, because I wanted something. So, Kasmina is fine, but I also wanted to see how Chandra would do in a deck like this, because we have high CMC cards generally. We have a ton of 3-drops, which is why I hope this is okay. But this allows us to keep turn after turn accruing value, and against a control deck, against an opposing control deck, that can help a ton. Being able to just hold the your actual cards in hand, and you just cast things for free off of Chandra. You obviously still have to pay for it, but it doesn't cost you a card, if that makes sense. And then, of course, Chandra getting hurt gets to hurt our opponent or their planeswalkers is not the best in this deck because, as I said, we did lose Lightning Strike, and we aren't doing a ton. You know, we have some chip damage here and there, but in general, the loss of loyalty is not going to matter as much until we get to the -7, and a -7 in, like, with this deck should just be a win, because that's not only 7 damage to our opponent's face, but hopefully we're getting whatever last planeswalker we need to kill our opponent. For Sarkhan the Masterless, this is a Superfriends planeswalker. He turns all of our dudes into winners. Also, he can make dragons. I was considering putting Niv Mizzet in this deck, and I was like, even though this deck is mostly blue and red, we also are running 25 lands. Even though this deck is mostly blue and red, I have some early white that I want to be able to play on curve, right? So I don't want to miss a Deafening Clarion, and I don't want to miss being able to play a Teferi, and making sure I have the mana for Niv screws that up a little bit too much for my liking. So we do miss out on a bit of the extra value from their from Sarkhan's static, but the dragon he comes with is fine. Rel Izzet Viceroy. This one, I just like this card, and I'm hoping that now that we lost big Teferi, that this card actually gets to see a little bit more play than it has. You know, you get card selection and card advantage, and the -3. You know, we don't have a ton of instant sorceries, but still, a -3 can deal with a few things here and there. And of course, the -8 is a pretty decent win condition. But honestly, it's just like a decently sized planeswalker, and I really like what Rel can do. 2 Chandras. I wanted more Chandras, but then I was like, maybe I should have a Eugene in here. And the main reason for that is we only have creature removal. We don't really have ways in the deck of permanently removing something like an enchantment, or an artifact for that matter, although artifacts right now are mostly colorless. But with Thornable Drain, they'll have colors. So I decided to just do a 2-in-1. This could be incorrect. Maybe it should just be all 3 Chandras. But there are also still a number of elemental decks, and that's one extra point against Chandra. But that said, Chandra is a fantastic win condition and a nice removal spell. Eugene is a win condition and a nice removal spell. That's why I'm more or less okay with this. This is the mana base. I don't know if it's good. I think I have enough white sources. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and play in this. I did play one game, and I won that game. It was against Simic Flash. I never actually got to use Teferi for more than a single turn before it died. But the Teferi coming down and being able to bounce their Nightpack Ambusher that they cast in response to the Teferi, I think gave me the tempo necessary to actually win that game. This hand is actually pretty strong. And the reason for that is we have Anticipate or technically, Chandra's Triumph. We also have a Chandra. No, I think this is a decent hand. Where we could get screwed over is not drawing any more lands. This is totally fine. But we have Anticipate for that anyway, so it should be okay. Opponent on Rakdos. Probably true Rakdos here, yeah. Actual, legitimate Rakdos. So because I only have 2/2... Well, I do have a decent number of 3s in the deck. And against Rakdos... I might want to cast Chandra's Triumph, though, so I think I'm just going to do this. This should be fine because of Beacon. Yeah, I should be okay because of Beacon. I don't need this yet, so. So they have a Footlight Fiend. Don't know if that's going to matter too much. Also, something I noticed. So this is the white castle. This is the blue castle. This is the red castle. This is the green castle. The fucking Death Star, or no, the Star Destroyer, it doesn't get a thing because there's only 4 corners. This is bullshit. I do assume this is going to be okay. I thought it was going to be a spectacle card, but I guess not. Do I want a Clarion? I'm gonna have a Time Wipe. So part of me just wants to play another Epiphany. Well, Epiphany's not bad. Getting another Anticipate's not bad. I have Time Wipe. I don't have double white for it though. I don't have a single white. I think I would rather have Anticipate because of that reason. Interesting. So I could play this Narset. They have Risk Factor. So I could play this Narset and not use it. Then I could, like, 1 damage. No, then they wouldn't really have an easy way for 4 damage. I think I don't hate playing Narset here. But I don't think I want to use it. And the reason for this is because of risk factor. Like, I should be fine on the card advantage front. So I would rather Narset just stay alive. Driftwood Butcher, sure. Ow.
You could use some training.
So I can Chandra's Triumph this. And I might as well just use this now.
Meditate and prepare.
Teferi's, Clarion. Once again, I still don't have... I might need a little bit more white mana. I might need a little bit more white mana in this deck. I think I'll just take the Teferi's. I'll play this tapped. Yeah, no reason to just play Chandra out here. And there's no reason to play Teferi's and minus on this because it has haste. So I think I'm just going to pass the turn and accept that Narset's going to die. Horribly painful death. Judith. Well, I would like to kill Butcher first. Yes. The reason I'm doing this is because I can still kill Judith. Or I can still, like, bounce Judith with Teferi's, and it's not as bad. Okay, I was about to be confused. Well, no, I guess it's 2 damage either way, so it's fine.
Still have much to learn.
Still don't have white mana. Can bounce her. Yeah, I'm gonna play Teferi's first. Bounce Judith, and I might draw a Hallowed Fountain.
Thank me later.
Which I would rather play first. I drew a Shock. Now that's interesting. So I mean, Teferi's is, you know, uber dead, which is fine. Part of me does want to just anticipate, but this is double white. You can see why I'm not the best deck builder. Interesting, so they go for Mayhem Devil first. So Teferi's is def dead, that's fine. Why am I, like, cutting off half of my speech? I don't know.
We will meet again.
Alright, so we'll anticipate, look for a white source. That's a white source. I do like Sarkhan, though. I do like Sarkhan. How many instant sources are going to be in here? 3? So even Ral wouldn't be too bad. I mean, if I play Ral, I kill their Mayhem Devil, they play Judith, they kill my Ral. I'm pretty much back to square one. I think I need to start getting the mana going here. Oh, fuck yeah, I drew a Sarkhan anyway. And what this means actually is... No, I guess Sarkhan still dies. No. No, he does not. I can ping the Footlight Fiend first. Take the 1 damage. Play Sarkhan. Yeah, and I can block with... Okay, that's fine. Alright, so I ping the Footlight Fiend. I take the 1. I'm going to go back up to 17 from playing my Sarkhan.
Who are you to call me? Behold!
No! It's incredibly rude. I'm going to play Judith, kill my Sarkhan. Chandra. Oh, okay. Now they just attack me. Fuck.
A bunch of new burn spells to try on you. Go get 'em, buddies.
Why haven't I started playing Sacdos yet? Also, you're wasting 2 damage. Well, no, they're not, actually. Because they're still going to get sacked and they're going to go to my face. But they could have just attacked me and set the triggers there. But whatever. What's Saheeli plus Narset?
The world yields to art.
I could use a Eugene. I'd take a big Chandra, but I'd like a Eugene. Teferi's does very little. Judith, yep. This is a non-token, right? Yes. Butcher, alright. Well, Butcher's getting blocked all day, every day. If we can get another white source, that's fine. Even if I like lose my board, Chandra's not nearly as much of an issue. So I lose my planeswalkers, which sucks. There's nothing I can do about that. It's going to my face? Oh, that's interesting. So I could save my Saheeli. Is there a reason to save Saheeli? Block here. No, I wouldn't save Saheeli because they would just send it over there. No, I'm just going to block here. That's 3 damage. But it doesn't grow, which is important.
That wasn't very inventive.
That's going to kill Saheeli. 2 damage is going to come to my face.
Learn from this.
Damn you, Chandra! So I can time wipe here. Be down to 8. Well, 8's better than what I'd be at, so. Oh, excuse me, I'm down to good old-fashioned 6. I'm actually down to 4. I'm probably dead. Note to self, add more white mana.
Don't worry, I brought company.
How many white sources do I need?
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, wait. That's fine. I need to draw a card.
I have a plan.
Just gaining me some life, so that's helpful.
I'm the best fire starter there is. Let's light it up.
No, that would have been perfect. Ah, damn it. All right, playing has 2 cards in hand. Just going with the Sharon.
These little guys are great.
That's fine. So Teferi's dead. They shouldn't attack my Sharon. You shouldn't attack my Sharon because I hit your Sharon.
Only time will tell.
5. I'm gonna Sharon first. Sacred Foundry.
There's no problem. Fire
Shock.
can solve.
Shock, shock, shock. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shock you, please. Go away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Then I'll play the Sharon.
I'm telling the abbots. I'm Chandra, the immolation sensation.
No, Chandra, you're a loser. Also, I'm telling the abbot. What a whiny baby.
Maybe I'm not cut out to be.
Jaya. Kintan. He singed my hair. Get the fuck out of here, Chandra.
Anyone need a fire started?
Could you stop?
Say hi to my fiery friends.
You didn't attack my Chandra? Why did you not attack my Chandra? Let's scry. I mean... Yeah, I guess she's fine.
Sit back and watch it burn.
When you feel in your body, you found somebody who...
Join my order. Unity is necessary in times of war.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
No, you're not, Teferi. Shut up.
Let's try this.
Join my cause.
Honestly, I think I just want to keep the beacon. I'd rather just keep the beacon. I can alt Chandra next turn.
No pressure.
That should be okay. I do think I still need a little bit more white. Teatra. Are you? You're gonna hit my Chandra, so that she can't ult.
Alright, that's
I'm just gonna hit your Chandra, so I can kill her easily.
Well, that's rude.
Oh, that's rude. So I'm gonna do that nonsense. I'm gonna go and block. Teferi might die. I don't care.
Don't worry. I brought company.
Yep, send him a face, but I have another beacon. Beacon gains me life. Beacon gains me so much. I should stop with that. Let's see. For that, we need 11 sources. Oh, I think I only had 9. Awkward. Alright, well, I can't alt Chandra, so I'll just do this.
This just
Hallowed Fountain. Plus here, sure, why not?
Don't worry.
Lots. I could just kill her. Let's put her to 1. Ooh, Saheeli. I don't hate Saheeli. And back up to 7.
What an interesting creature.
I'm going to attack Chandra. I'm going to -1 my Chandra. What the heck? My game is built on respect. Now he's screaming. Now he's breathing down my motherfucking neck. I douse till my clips is empty. I have a -7 with your name on it, friend. So there's some news that I should talk about. I'd be doing everyone a disservice if I wasn't talking about, and that's the deluxe edition of Throne of Eldraine. It's a deluxe collection. Sorry, not a deluxe edition. Well, I'm going to obviously block. And get it back into his hand. I don't care. Where are you going to put that, Judith? Hitting my Chandra?
Now
Alright,
you're
I'll
asking
hit
for
you.
it.
My opponent is really afraid of that ultimate. Yep.
Here goes nothing.
What's that smell? Oh, it's you.
Burning. And we play a Sarkhan.
Hot for ya.
Time to smoke.
What know you of dragons?
Oh my god, yes.
Skies.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain without those interplanar beacons we would have died a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Alright, let's add a bit more white. We need 11 sources, and I have 4, 8. Oh, I only have 10. Oh, that's for that's for this. That's for Deafening Clarion. Oh, is it different for who's it though? Guide to building a menace. By the way, the guide I use is linked in the description. For that, it would be 3 white, white. So that actually would be 14. I don't know if I'm gonna get to 14. But let's go over here and let's turn... I think the mountain, honestly. Let's turn this basic mountain into another temple. I don't actually know if that made it full change, so I'm just gonna go ahead and submit that. I don't trust this damn system. But yeah, so there's a collector's edition for Throne of Eldraine. Or collector's collection. I'm going to start with how much it costs. $450. It's a lot of red and white. Not a damn lot of blue. But I do have shocks. Terrible idea? Maybe. This needs more frames of animation. I don't like it. Just like goes in and out of the pose too quickly, in my opinion. Fine. So it's $450. What does it come with? 16 Throne of Eldraine collector boosters. Okay, so I don't remember how much a collector booster was going to be. No. Let's ballpark it at. Actually, do we know how much that? Because there's no like MSRP anymore. Well, let's say it's $10, right? Let's just throw around a completely out of thin air $10. $10 a booster pack. So that's $160. Okay, sure. One set theme binder. I'm gonna go on a limb and say, even though the art on it's fantastic, it's not gonna be actually like worth like physically that much, based on like what was used to produce it. Okay. That was stupid. I should have played Sacred Foundry. Well, no, I should have played Sacred Foundry. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, the token deck. Sure. One set theme binder. Let's be generous and say it's like 20 bucks, right? So we're now at about $180. Okay. One foil Garruk Curse Huntsman borderless Planeswalker card. That one is really too hard to judge in my opinion. That card could end up being lots of money, could end up being not a lots of money. Let's just be kind and say 20 bucks, right? So we're at 180. We're now at $200. Art print of the borderless Garruk Curse Huntsman product. Depending on how many of these sell, that could either be very valuable or not valuable at all. Narset, goodbye. So next turn, I think the plan is just to Sarkhan and make a bro. Alright, Sarkhan making a bro is no longer as good as it could have been. Are we getting another pledge here? No, Tribunal on... No, that doesn't work, bro. What? What? I thought it was abilities too. Alright, well, Kasmina's dead. That's fine. I could just kill both of these, I guess. Yeah, I'm just going to kill both of those. Opponent only has 2 cards left in hand. It's possible that some of them, like, care about creatures on board. I'm just going to kill them. I have a Sarkhan next turn. Here, Precinct 1? Sure. Do I want to Eugene? Do I want to Eugene? No, I think I'd rather get Sarkhan down and preserve my life total. So what do we say we're at? We're at 200, 160, 180, 200. Oh, right, the art print. Yeah, that could be legitimately a lot of money or not a lot of money. So once again, I'm going to be random and say $20. Baseless speculation. So we're at 220. A non-foil version of the Buy a Box Kenrith, the Return King. So that Buy a Box promo could vary wildly. My opinion is that it's going to be closer in price to... how long have I been recording? Oh, not... Oh, I have to play again. Shut up. It's fine. Closer to whatever Firesong and Sunspeaker are than, you know, Nexus of Fate, right? I don't think it's going to be as bad as the Big Worm. It might be Aziz's Teferi. Let's check out both... Or Tezzeret. Let's check out both of those. Firesong... No. Song. This hand is fine. Firesong and Sunspeaker currently for TCG mid are going for about $1.22. What about for Tezzeret? I don't know what his name was. Master of the Bridge. He's going for about $7. So let's say $10. Let's say Kenrith is really dope in EDH, which I think is pretty cool. Let's say $10, right? So now we're at 160, 180, 200, 220, 230, right? A 3x3 card strip from a foil sheet of Thornable Drain. This isn't a full card sheet. It's a 3x3 sheet. How many fucking 3x3s are on this damn thing? 1, 2, 3. A lot. A lot. More than... fuck. Cavalcade. I need to get a... Well, if they play Cavalcade here, I can just Teferi bounce it to buy myself a little bit of time. But I really need a good old-fashioned Clarion for this matchup. And the faster I can get it, the better. I think I am just going to, honestly, Teferi bounce the Scourge Spitter. I lose my Teferi, but that's fine. I need to get more mana anyway. I kept a 3-lander. So I need to, draw more mana. What the hell am I doing? Oh. There we go. So, that... Who knows how fucking much that's going to be worth. My estimation is not that much. And the reason my estimation is not that much is... Chandra's Triumph is fine. Is essentially just because it's a 3x3 strip of it. So, which means it's cut. It's getting cut. It's not this thing like hot off the presses and whatnot. Opponent is Star for mana as well. I'll take that. Thank you. Deafening Clarion. Is a Clarion here good? Possibly, but I don't like it. I think, let's see, if I play this, and let's say they play a Cavalcade next turn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Saheeli would die if they played a Cavalcade next turn. Is the upside of that, of essentially wasting a turn, worth it? I feel like it is. But it could be wrong. Yeah, that 3x3 strip, I have no idea. I'm not even going to include that. That's just going to be something that you all can think of. This is what I'm going to be very angry about. One MTG Arena Mega Code, which grants a digital Garrick Exquisite Sleeve. We'll get back to that in a second. One copy of each of the following cards, plus a card style for each. Garrick Curse Husband, Charming Prince, The Magic Mirror, Witch's Vengeance, Bonecrusher Giant, Questing Beast. Now, why would I be upset about this? As someone who has the ability to collect all of I'm sure a decent number of people at this point are going to be like mad at me or whatever, but I want to be able to play with a bunch of different card sleeves because I think it's funny. Like, I think people enjoy seeing a variety of sleeves. Also, I've been here since beta, Cole's beta. So I would like to be able. I don't want to play. I just definitely clearing this. Like, next turn I have a Sarkhan, I guess. Actually, because I have a Sarkhan next turn, do I even want to do that? I think maybe I Teferi plus. Maybe just hold Chandra's Teferi plus Chandra's Triumph. Next turn I can play Sarkhan. I want to take like minimal damage. Probably has 2 cards in hand. Maybe I should just Clarion now, since I have Sarkhan. Sure, let's do. I'm Teferi plusing. Okay, I didn't expect that. My opponent, I guess, has just been stuffed on mana for a bit. Alright. So, obviously, you can still collect Garrick Curse Huntsman, all the cards. If the styles are going to be exclusive, especially that sleeve, where at no point you can get it on Arena, that's a big middle finger. I mean, like, they do essentially semi-exclusive cards in that, like, the SDCC promos are very special and very limited, right? But that's fine because they aren't, like, I mean, I don't love it, because those things are just annoying to get a hold of. But it's fine, essentially, because of the fact that those aren't unique cards, right? And even though it's just a sleeve, it is a unique sleeve. And it would suck ass if a precedence was set that unique items on Arena can just be. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I hope they bring back the Vraska, Ral, and Teferi card styles at some point, just because they were. I mean, it's hard. It's difficult. This deck, I might end up Deafening Clarion next turn. Oh hell yeah, that's a Clarion and a half. It's difficult, right? Because on the one hand, I do want people's like the reward essentially for being in the beta. Do I want to just maximize my life gain? Yeah, fuck it. These essentially cancel each other out. So I'm gonna go and play this now. And next time I'm just gonna play a Sarkhan. You know, it's a reward. Those Planeswalker styles are a reward for the people who are in closed beta, and I don't want to take that away from them. But at the same time, it does suck for people who just never had a chance. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to square away, but I think there's a difference between that and also I didn't expect this deck to be doing as well as it is. I'm glad. I'm happy I can actually like talk about this and not be brain broken because I'm losing so poorly. But this is different because this is $450, right? Participating in the closed beta, that is a thing that only certain people are necessarily going to be able to seek out. Only some people are going to know about it. This hand's not good. This hand is better. Do I drop one of the Sarkhans? Or do I drop one of them lands? I'm dropping a Sarkhan. I just realized her fucking mouth looks like a freaking Xbox controller, dude. Let's start off with a Temple of Triumph. Yeah, that's fine. Next turn, we probably go with Temple of Epiphany into an island, into this good old-fashioned Narset. Yeah, like, the fact that this is $450 and there might be something that's just purely exclusive does seem to be a smack in the face to any collectors. That said, you know, that's all. That's all that's in it. And it's $450. It's $450. Even if I was pretty lowballing things, like, there's no way that collector boosters are worth like $20. So I'm pretty sure I'm like relatively set on that. It's like $160. The binder, maybe you could value that at $20, $180. Borderless card, I think generally, because you can get the Borderless Planeswalker card in other boosters, I think 20 is more than reasonable there. So, you know, we're at 200. The art print, I don't know. I also don't know, like, the measurements of it. Oh, wow. Look, I'm gonna shock that. Yeah, I'll not hate a 5th mana, so I can play my Sarkhan. Yeah, I'll see what happens. See what they do. The art print, the buy box, I also don't think is very sure. I actually think I'd rather kill the Fairy Vandal, because the Fairy Vandal can grow, and it would be easier to kill my Narset, and I don't want that to happen. So I'll let the Healer's Hawk die. And this is why you generally want to do things at the end of your opponent's turn. My opponent actually should have played this after they had attacked. It didn't end up mattering, but technically I believe they should have. I'm stupid because Narset... Oh, fuck. Narset means they can't draw more than one card in a turn, you dumbass. I'm totally smart. Ooh. Chandra's good. Saheeli, I guess because this is a flying deck, Saheeli is not nearly as good, so I actually am just going to go with the Chandra. It's only one more land off. It is a few turns away, but it's only one more land off, so... Yeah, that was dumb of me. I should have just allowed that to happen, because I'm stupid. But yeah, the 3x3 sheet, the arena code, not everyone who wants this stuff plays arena. Am I gonna Narset? Oh, my opponent. Interesting. That makes me not want to use Narset, honestly. Because they might be, like, holding onto a Winged Words. I don't need this. Because I feel like they're holding onto a Winged Words, I'm not going to use Narset. I think she's more valuable to me as a way to deny card draw. Well, she's dead now, so. I had a guest once, and he's dead now. Luckily, though, a Sarkhan should do decently here. Play the Sacred Foundry because I can. Sarkhan in -3 it. Don't you dare have something like a Spell Pierce or some shit. Is Spell Pierce still legal? Oh, I don't care about that. So my opponent will need to have some form of buff. However, my opponent knows about the Chandra in my hand. So even if they have a buff, they have a buff. They're able to kill my Sarkhan. I'm going to destroy your entire board. I'm about to literally end this man's whole career. You know you only have to attack 2 of those 2/2s at Sarkhan, right? They don't all have to go at Sarkhan. You can actually, like, deal damage to me. There you go. Yeah, that's what you had it first. Not sure why you did it like that. Go ahead and just block this so I don't take excess damage. I will be taking 2 extra. Oh, Sarkhan died. Who cares? We play this, pay 2, cast this Sharon, murder his board, and that should pretty much be all she wrote.
Get out of my way. Or, you know, don't.
Chandra, shut up. Yes, I don't see how this is worth $450. I see it being worth, like, $300, depending on the collectible nature of it. And there is a video, I haven't been able to watch it, because it's an hour-long, like, Twitch video. And ain't nobody got time for that. But I could maybe see 300. Reasonably. 250. 275. At that point, I think it's a pretty damn good deal. Right now, it's not a deal. It's 450. Well, I guess technically I'm just looking at the collector's boosters in terms of the MSRP. I know technically the MSRP isn't, like, real anymore. It is. Wizards are just obfuscating it to make themselves look better. I guess technically, because I'm looking at them through that lens, and instead of looking at them through, like, the EV of the throne boosters, the collector boosters, the expected value, I guess technically that could be deflating it. But even if I jump it up to 20, well, no, I guess if I jump it up to 20, then that would be a good old-fashioned 320, plus the additional, like, what is it, it's 320, 340, 360, okay. If the expected value on the collector boosters is $20, then I think it's a fine deal. If it is not $20, then I don't. And that's including the idea that the 3x3 strip is going to be worth something, that the non-foil buy box was going to be worth something. For what it's worth, I do know a decent number of EDH players who don't like foils, so, you know, that might actually be worth more than Tezzeret Master of the Bridge and whatnot. But yeah, I have no idea, man. For what it's worth, that fucking Garrick print, it looks good. It looks damn good. This is fantastic art. But I feel like they could have chopped $50 off of this and it would have still been contentious. But, like, I could just buy, I could buy a whole ass modern deck. Now you might be saying, no, you couldn't. I couldn't buy it Jund, but I could buy a whole ass modern. You know what? Fuck this. This is essentially the end of the video. If you want to click off, that's fine. I'm just gonna fucking talk for a few more seconds. I'm going to the modern metagame. Let's see. I can buy whole ass burn for that amount. Obviously, I can't buy, you know, the big things. With a few more dollars, I can buy whole ass Titan Shift, and I'm sure the majority of that shit is in the mana base. I can buy a different form of burn, whole ass. I could buy all of Soul Sisters, as well as a Storm deck, as well as mono white persistent stuff. Like there's a bunch of budget decks that are, you know, decent. Zombie Hunt's fucking hilarious. But, you know, I could buy a whole ass. I could buy like 2 versions of Death in Texas. Like it. Why would I could buy like half of a legacy deck. Well, half of a certain type of legacy. Well, you know what? Fuck this. Go back to metagame. Go over to legacy. Let's see if we can actually buy half of a legacy deck. We can buy a third of Black Red Reanimator, which is top 6. We can buy. Did I also a third? A little more than a third of Legacy Death in Texas. That includes like Wastelands and shit. We could buy Legacy Burn 3 times. 450 for this doesn't seem like good value. But I could be wrong. I'm not an economist. I'm curious to see what good old fashioned Rudy thinks about this. I don't know why I called him Rudy. He doesn't know who I am. I'm not friends with him. Alpha Investments. He. If I'm curious about something in the financial sphere, I try and see if he's done a video on it. Because, you know, say what you will about the guy, his videos are, in my opinion, informative. So, what was I rambling about? Anyway, I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Zin, Rexel, Croft, and Furry God, for their continued support. If you'd like to join them and support your boy, you can find links to that down in the description. Or you can go and press that join button. Down in the description, you'll also find links to my Discord server where we chat and play games and you ask me stupid fucking questions, and I love it. And my Aether account where I host all my deck lists, including this one. And at some point soon, on my Aether Hub, you will start seeing lists for Throne of Eldraine. Because I'm going to start making lists for the thing that is coming up. That sponsored stream that I'll be doing in like fucking for you 1, 2, 4, 5 days, 4 days. It's on Tuesday. Math is 1, 2, 3, 4 days. God, the time flies, man. Holy shit, fuck. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, go and tap that like button, that subscription to your mail, cast a comment in the comment section down below, pass the turn in the vid to some of your friends, and of course, until next time, all will be one.